Good morning, everyone. Hey, good morning. Happy Saturday to you guys, all of you who are listening. I'm Sam G. Janet will be here momentarily. I'm not going to comment on the delay because I don't want to get any trouble on this Saturday. It's been a while since we've been on here for Coffee Chat. A lot has changed. Well, a lot has been going on, I should say. Let me do a couple of things here. Go ahead and share the link for us, if you will. We tried to do this at 8, guys, but that was not happening. It was not happening, not today at least. But we're back. And let me make sure that I'm all set up over here. Ding, 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 ding. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday so far. It's a little rain going on right now. It probably won't stay that way. Apologies. A little rain going on right now. You can see I've been away from my studio for a minute. But we're gonna get this thing going. We really miss doing coffee chat. I'm surprised. Well, I'm impressed that Janet wants to do it on Saturday. So here we are. So yeah, go ahead and tap in, guys. This is an open forum type thing that we do. Those of you who've been to this before, you know how we get down on this. Not sure what we're going to talk about this morning. Let me try this again. But we're going to have a good discussion here. Go ahead and share the link if you don't mind, and drop in anything you guys want us to talk about. And if you want to hop in on here with us, you can do that as well. We very seldom get people to hop in though, but maybe somebody will hop in on this Saturday. Hold on one second. Let me do something in the studio here. I'll be right. Okay, I'm back. I think I got my studio set up, guys. It's been a minute. When I say we were not doing this, we were not doing it at all. So Janet will be here momentarily. Hopefully, you guys have something to sip on. I do not have brandy, right? I mean brandy. I think about brandy, bourbon, but I do have some good tea. I know I'm gonna mess this name up. Ashwagandha, something like that. Really good tea. So hopefully you have something, whether it's water, scotch, whiskey, whatever, wine. It's up to you. It's tasty. Good stuff. So we've been away for a little bit, but now we're back. We're going to be doing this thing on Saturday, which is kind of cool because we can do it. We do a little bit of traveling and stuff like that. We can do it remotely or what have you. But we're going to get a good conversation going as soon as my co-host pops in. She's only a few minutes late. Maybe I might have to do the whole first one, the welcome back coffee chat by myself this morning. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Okay, let me share something with you guys instead of just him hanging around. So we've been away for I think it's a little over a month. I actually got an opportunity to expand on my insurance agency, and of course, when opportunities drop in your lap, uh, you might as well take them, especially when the money's right. And guys, I'm getting paid more money to do what I've been doing all along. So that was a great opportunity. I kind of knew it was I was gonna have to change my schedule a little bit. Had to do some a little bit more adjusting than I thought I was gonna have to do. So let's start there. I mean, you guys, it's the last quarter. We're closing out the last quarter of 2022. Has anyone gotten any opportunities come across their table, their desk that you kind of took, you didn't take, thinking about taking, unsure of, or whatnot? That's what we'll start with. What opportunities are you currently looking at that you might be hesitant on? And the question would be then, if that's the case, did you take the opportunity Number one, and number two, why are you hesitating on it? What about it? So that's a question I'll put out there for anyone who wants to comment on that. And while I'm waiting for some replies there, and somebody said we want to talk about food. We can definitely talk about food. I got you when it comes to food. Um, definitely talk about that. As a matter of fact, I am going back. I went off of OMAD, guys. I, I kind of think I shouldn't have, but I gave my body a break, and it was part of my rotation anyway. So I'm going back on OMAD. Guess what? Starting next week, November 1st to the end of the year, I'm going to be back on OMAD. I know Janet going to have a comment about that. And no, I do not force her to do things that I do. She ends up doing it anyway by default. I don't know what the big deal is. So I'm going back on OMAD, and what I'm doing is getting prepared to um, for me, the old man really, guys, really. I mean, I know it sounds crazy eating one meal a day to a lot of people. You guys probably going to hear our gardeners out here. I didn't know they came on Saturday. They normally come through the week. Um, but the old man gave me so much energy, right? So I'll put it to you like this: when we eat, especially when we overeat, and then we eat 4 or 5 meals a day, a lot of us don't realize that what your body is going through the process, that it's an energy source, it's an energy drain, right? Here's how you would know. You eat a big nice meal like a Sunday dinner, guess what happens next? You get that itis, right? Your body needs to shut down to process all that food we're eating. So that's why that's one of the reasons why your energy level shoots through the roof. We have, we have a huge 2023 coming up. So I don't want to I don't want to fail because I have a lack of energy. I don't want to go on the trips we got planned and then, can only, walk around for X amount of time. No, I want to be fully energized so I can enjoy life to the fullest. So that's one of the reasons. I'm sure we're going to talk about old man because I think she heard me. And she's going to be talking about, yeah, I ain't doing that. You doing it. I never force you to do anything. Woman. So I'm sure we're going to talk about that. Oh, there's the doorbell. Maybe she's ready. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, well, welcome, stranger.
Hey.
How goeth thou?
Well, it goes okay. It goes
Okay.
okay. I'm excited that we're back doing coffee chat. I'm sure that you had a conversation about our absence.
I did a little bit. I already put a topic out there about opportunities. As they come across your desk, because I was sharing with the reason why we took a break. It's just opportunity came across my desk I couldn't refuse,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of altered my schedule a little bit. And so that's one of the topics. Have you received any opportunities so far the last 60 days or whatever? Have you taken it? If you haven't, why not? That kind of thing. But we can talk about other stuff as well.
Well, while that's the question that's on the table, I remember I'm pulling up my phone because I took a couple of
Oh,
notes.
wait a minute. I forgot to do something. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Live from the WGBS studios. Get your cup of coffee or get your shot of whiskey. It's time for Coffee Chat with Sam and Janet. See, I've been rusty in the studio. I'm forgetting my whole procedures here. Okay, carry on.
All I can do, all I can do is just simply shake my head because there you go with your shenanigans all over again.
Right.
Um,
I gotta be me.
oh, one of the things that I wanted to wait a minute, let me get
Okay,
my thoughts in order.
take a couple of minutes. I know it's been a while. We're
It's
not
been a
rushing,
minute.
guys. We're just Saturdays has been our day, especially for me. That's the one day I sleep in. Wow, to 7 o'clock.
Mm,
That's not really
yeah,
sleeping
7 o'clock.
in. But it's been my chill day. So bear with us if we get our bearings back.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please. Yes, please.
You got it. You're still looking for it.
I'm still looking for it.
Okay.
I
All right. Take
wonder. Yeah,
take your
go ahead.
time. Yeah.
Take me off for a second, please.
Oh, okay. You off then. Okay, so someone asked me about OMAD. OMAD is a fasting, guys. I'm not using the word diet anymore. It's a fasting thing where you are eating one meal a day. Get it? OMAD, one meal a day. Sounds extreme. It could be extreme for some people. I'll admit that. But man, the benefits, if it's, I mean, forget about the weight loss and all that. The energy level, the mental clarity kicks in. Um, I know, right? It's not for everybody. And that's my saying. Find you're healthy, right? There's a lot of ways, guys, we can consume food and get healthy from a nutritional standpoint. Find what works for you and don't listen to anyone saying, oh, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't eat that. If you want to go vegan, go vegan. If you want to go vegetarian, go vegetarian. If you want to go pescatarian, go pescatarian. If you want to alter between two, paleo and keto, do you, man, as long as it works for you. That's the key. See, in order to get to that place, though, you got to start learning and listening to your body, right? As you're listening to your body would tell you, even if you say, let's say you're doing keto, you might not be able to handle certain aspects of keto, but you can alter it. You can stay on keto, but make those alterations that benefit you. Okay. Remember, nothing is static, right? What I mean by that is no one eats the same food every day for all their lives. So nothing has to be static in any dietary plan that you choose to do. Find out what works for you from a foundational standpoint, alter it to fit your lifestyle, your needs, and everything. And you do that by simply listening to your body. I just remembered when many, many years ago when I was bodybuilding, I actually kept a food diary. Guys, if you ever want to know how your body responds to food, you only need to do it for a little bit of time. If you do it for 2 weeks, you get some good information. I think the first time I did it for 3 months. I mean, it was a lot, right? So you're just monitoring what you're eating, taking notes of how you feel after you eat that meal or that food, and you'll be amazed the trends that you'll uncover. And you'll be able to say, wait a minute, if I see that I ate, I don't know, there's not anything that I eat that bothers me, but I'll just use something. If I see that when I ate rutabaga, right? These 4 times, and then my emotions afterwards, how I felt afterwards was kind of negative. Then I know now I shouldn't probably be eating the rutabaga, right? Those are the things that you would uncover when you do something like that. I don't know. These days, there's apps for everything. I'm sure there's an app for that, guys. You can make it real easy. I'm still old school. I do my notebooks and write stuff down for some mental reasons. But yeah, OMAD isn't for everyone. I'm going to be starting OMAD back up November 1st, which I think is next, Wednesday, something like that. Looks like she's ready. You ready, Janet? She's got to get back into the groove of things. You there?
Yeah,
Okay. You solid? You straight?
I'm straight.
Okay. Now I noticed when you left, the viewership went down, and then when you came back on, the viewership went back up. See, I see the play there, man.
I'm the main attraction.
I see the play. I'm just here for support,
You know,
moral support. Run
I'm
the
the main
studio.
attraction.
Mm, mm,
Mm,
mm.
mm, mm. So, you still talking about OMAD?
I'm gonna get off OMAD if you're ready you had something you wanted to put
I
out there.
actually, I can't find my notes. I'm
What
completely
was it?
discombobulated this
What was it
morning.
about?
I don't remember. It was about some headline news from a few weeks ago that that we were out had wanted us to talk about, but I had specific notes about the topics, and I simply don't know where they are.
Because Janet is in the process of packing up her studio.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm so proud that you're starting now
I have to start now.
and grateful because there's a lot in there. By the way, we need to go to the stores today to get
Yes,
those
we do.
goods. We will be relocating from North Kakalaki.
Mm-hmm.
Not immediately, but next location to be Mississippi. Um, I don't know who that is, but somebody said she's still gonna be late. Women always late. I am not commenting on that.
That's Mark Love. Ain't
I like
nobody
to
thinking about him.
I like to enjoy my
Tell
Saturday.
Mark, oh
I
no,
don't want Janet.
Mark, where your
If I,
wife at?
Mark is my guy, but dude, I can't comment on that right now, dog. I'm sorry. I like my Saturdays to be smooth sailing. It's the one day of the week where I kick back and do nothing. I don't want that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you agree with Mark? Mark gonna get you slapped. No, I don't need that in my life today.
Gonna get you
Okay,
hurt. He gonna get you hurt.
not today. Okay, I want to sip.
And
Look,
Mark,
let me get my
when
let me get my cup right.
I already said,
I want to
okay,
sip on my
okay,
my
okay.
tea with my pinky up and enjoy my Saturday.
I see
Okay.
that Poopa is on here. Idell. Hey Poopa. You had a birthday not too long ago, so happy belated birthday.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Abbeville. It's my girl.
That's
Her.
our Louisiana peoples.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just thought about muddy water soup. They're like, what is this boy talking about? That's what I call gumbo, guys. Muddy water soup. When it's done, when it's cooked right. Now I ain't talking about this stuff with tomatoes in it and bell pepper. Well, I take that back because that's part of the Holy Trinity. But none of this other stuff with frog legs. That ain't gumbo. I'm not even from Louisiana, but I was there long enough to know that's not gumbo. Okay, all these fans. Some foods, because I'm a big foodie. Some foods you need to stay to the core. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it's a cultural dish. There's a certain way to make it. Now, I will say this: there are slight variations from family to family in Southwest Louisiana. I will say that, but guys, they're not. It's not main mad crazy variations, right? They're not. Oh, let me try this. It still remains a gumbo. Okay, um,
I'm Harvey's son. Who is Harvey?
that's my nephew, Harvey Geyser.
Harvey
That's my
Gosser has
nephew.
a child. I had no idea.
Well, I guess I shouldn't have put his well, he said it, so his business out
Well, I
there.
mean, I'm
I
trying.
thought you knew.
I
You
did
didn't know?
not know. I did
Got
not
it.
know Harvey had any
You
children.
know everything. Stop playing.
I did not know if Harvey had a child. Hey, Harvey, son.
Ah, man, it's good. You know what, Mark? Yeah, man, people in our inbox, where y'all at? Somebody said y'all can't start, get all us all excited and like what y'all doing and then just disappear. I go, no, you're right.
You're right.
Let me
You're
tell you
right.
what happened. Let me tell you what happened. Then we're like, oh, okay. Uh, but man, that makes me feel a way because people like, hey, checking on you, make sure you're okay. We love what you guys was doing, and where y'all at?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're
That's
back. Oh,
Mark.
really? That's Mark Jr. He's talking about
Oh, okay. Okay.
the future tennis star.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
cool. That's awesome. So,
Mhm.
of course, we always like to hear positive things that's going on in our community with our people. That just makes us feel so good, and Mark only has like 1,000 kids.
Stop it.
I feel so sorry for his little wife, but he has 1,000 kids.
No, she run things. Okay, don't get it twisted. That's the talk about the boss lady.
It's
That's the boss lady right there, boy.
No, Rob coined a phrase yesterday when we were talking about the grandkids and asking questions about when they I was just asking questions about when children, the average age that babies get off the nook and are being potty trained. And so I'm asking him the questions, and he gave an answer, but then he said, let me pull it up. He said something to the effect of not the domestic engineer, but I am just so slow today. I'll come across it.
Now
Oh,
explain.
the household logistical manager. So he referred to his wife as the household logistical manager, and that just I just thought of that when you said that that Mark's wife is running things over there. She is the household logistical manager, logistics manager. So that's pretty cool. I have to get started. You know, like he said, we are packing up to relocate, and we will be leaving the end of January, and so we're doing a lot of selling, you know, but
Everything must go.
but I have to pack up, you know, pack up the studio. And I've been really, really busy on a few projects, of course, some things for some clients that I was really, I'm always, it doesn't even matter what the project is when it comes to my clients. I'm always so excited, you know, for the outcome. Like, I act like I'm surprised that, like, that looks so cute. But in addition to that, I've been working on I had in my mind that I wanted to make myself a duster or like a coat.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go.
And I wanted to do it out of denim, right? So I've been up in here cutting up denim. You know, it's an upcycle job that I was doing. And I'm
You
sure
know,
that if anybody
let me
what
interject here. I only got 3 pair of jeans, and she gonna cut up my best pair. You don't even wear these no more. It don't matter. It
I have an idea. You don't need that.
don't matter.
But so what you see behind me, if some people saw on my Facebook, I had posted my sleeves. I posted these sleeves on my Facebook, and then I'm almost finished. You know, I just have to do the finishing touches. But I really, really like the way that it's turned out. What always ends up happening is that every time I do something for myself, the first person who contacts me is my sister. And it's always Jan, I want that Jan. Okay, so I never get to keep anything. So when I shared the picture in my family chat, you know, I got the call, Jan. But it's all good, you know, because that's my stick, that's the stitter, and I
That
love her.
you're gonna get maybe 2 or 3 wears out of that. It's someone's gonna want to buy it. I can already tell you that right now.
Well, you know, it is what it is.
That's already gone. Somebody already
Mhm.
claimed it. And don't let Pat Huntley see it.
Pat was loving them sleeves. You know, I wish that, you know, somebody like Pat and my great niece, India's daughter, I wish that we could do like a sewing day, like in the same, you know, in the same area, the same studio. I wish that we could just collaborate and do some things together. That would be so much fun.
You can do it virtually.
We could. We could. But I'm enjoying this particular process. I'm not looking forward to packing, but I know it has to be done. And you know, I know that you are not going to have a whole lot of time. So I'm going to be stacking up boxes just for you to, you know, for Superman to just move them. Mhm.
You know, that's why I'm glad you're starting now. Because
Mhm.
if I get back there, I'll just be boom, boom, just throwing stuff in.
Yeah, no,
You
you
know,
can't manhandle my
when
stuff.
it's time to go, hey, I'll be on the schedule, man.
Yeah, you can't manhandle my things. Those are my things.
And I don't want to see all the inventory. Because when I see inventory, Mark Brelove's gonna like this one. All I see is dollars. I know you don't look at it like that, but if I can just get a little bit of return on my investment, I'll be all right. I've been saying that for 5 years. I've been saying that for 10 years.
Yeah, we are going to start putting things on Facebook Marketplace November 1. Yeah.
Which is
Yep,
Tuesday, right?
which is Tuesday.
See that?
So
See what
on
Mom said?
Thanksgiving,
Now, if you don't listen from me, here's a business guy been in business for 13,000 years,
ain't nobody
selling
thinking about
product,
Mark.
a ton of
Ain't
knowledge
nobody
about
thinking about
inventory. And
Mark
what does he say?
Breelove.
Is dollars sitting there.
Ain't nobody thinking about
Okay.
Mark
But don't believe me,
Breelove.
because I don't sell a
Okay.
product. I'm intangible. My stuff is intangible, right? There it is. Straight from a reputable source. Reputable. It's a
Whatever.
reputable source.
Whatever. But I tell you, the other thing I wanted to kind of touch on briefly, as brief as I can, is, something happened last night, and I'm just like,
What
man,
happened last night?
mm, not that.
Why not?
Because that sinus medication
Tell
took
that
hold.
story real quick. Come look over there. Now, why is my wife gonna take some sinus medication on a Friday night? You know what happened on a Friday night? Come on now.
Because my
And
head
then
was
have a glass of
so
wine.
cloud. Let me ask y'all,
You
does
messing up my
anybody else
routine,
become
girl.
affected by the barometric pressure? It's like when the weather gets bad or the seasons start changing, all of this, it's like a heaviness comes over me. I'm not a seasonally depressive person, but I tell you, I know exactly when the seasons change because it's all up in here. It affects me and it makes me exhausted. It wears me out. And so I called myself taking some sinus medication yesterday. It's supposed to be non-drowsy.
It's all
But
dry.
no, like, yeah, it it did a number on me. It did a number on me last night. But what I'm talking about is our neighbor. I have an 88-year-old
Oh yeah.
neighbor, and she is a little sweetheart, and the part that bothers me, she has two sons that are living. She had three, but two sons that are living. And not only do they rarely come to visit her, one of her sons, the one that actually comes the most,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, he comes, right? But he spends the majority of his time in his truck in the parking lot. So
Hmm.
that's not visiting, in my opinion. But, you know, whenever he leaves, I find
She
it interesting that when he leaves,
she
like,
immediately.
she immediately comes and rings the doorbell. So yesterday, while we were eating, the doorbell rang and I went, and poor thing, she was bleeding from here. And I'm just like, what's going on? She asking me for a band-aid, and all of that kind of stuff. And I get some bandages. I take her back to her place, and the blood is all down her arm. And now I got, I can't just slap a bandage on there, right? I clean her up. It's important. That's my point. It's important to take care of your people. It's important to take care of your, elders. And I don't know, the other son, he made a comment to me a couple of months ago, when we were talking about his mom, and he said, I guess that, pretty soon she's going to have to go into a home. And that just floored me because,
We don't think
we're
like
from
that.
the school of our people ain't going in no home.
Yeah.
It's like we took care of my grandmother and my grandfather. Sam was raised with his grandmother in the house. We took care of my mom. We've taken care of other, my two of my aunts. We don't toss our people, away. So I guess if anybody wants to weigh in, if your parents are still, amongst the land of the living, would you put them in a home, once they got to a certain age, or would you move them into your house and take care of them?
That's a good question. It'd be interesting to see the responses. But while we're waiting for some responses, you see what Mark says there about inventory? Sometimes he just breaks even and move on. I would love to be able to break even.
Babe, why don't you just move on? Okay.
Yeah. The operative part of that comment was break even.
Move on. That's what I see.
The
I don't know what
operative,
you, but I see move on.
the
Just move
operative
on.
part was
Move
break even.
on. Okay. Isn't that funny how somebody can, you can see a sentence, but we see the exact same
I saw
sentence.
the whole sentence. See, I saw the whole thing.
We see and we pull out what we want to see.
We extrapolate that which is most important to us.
Me and Rob, we were talking in that vein yesterday about, when it comes to like grief, okay? And how people grieve and stuff like that. And you know, everybody knows I recently lost my mom. Well, a year is still recent as far as I'm concerned, but my grief, though I grieve a lot, is quite different than somebody else's. And it's because, we can pull out the most horrific experiences, parts of the experience, or we can pull out the better parts of the experience to help us move along in our grieving process. And when it comes to my mom, I make a choice to just pull out all of the wonderful, things that we were able to share during her time, you know. And so that's why things are different for me. Yep, if anybody wants to hop on, and share anything, let us know. We know that it's a little lax right now because this is our first time coming back in a while. So we certainly understand, right?
My mother-in-law was cracking me up though. You going to the store? Yes, ma'am. Bring me a Pepsi and a pack of cigarettes. But you don't
It's
smoke. Shh, don't tell that other lady.
yeah,
Talking about you.
yeah.
Don't tell that lady.
It was it was hilarious. It was painful
Mhm.
because she didn't even know who I was most of the time, but it's coming.
Um, Someone had asked me about the cheesecake. I don't remember posting a picture of the cheesecake on Facebook,
I don't think you posted a picture of this one, the last one that we
but
made.
I did post one before.
Yes, you
Okay.
have. You have posted a couple of them before.
The
And I
keto
tell
cheesecake.
you, and cheesecake is by far been our favorite dessert, but I got to tell you I'm kind of burnt out.
Yeah, we good on cheesecake, dog.
We good on
I need to
cheesecake.
come up. Oh, I'm gonna do the keto chocolate chip cookies. I need to go to the store today.
Are you?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Do you think, yeah?
we'll see how it turns out.
Mm-hmm.
So no one's really coming. Well, it's Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
That might be too much of a heavy topic for some people.
Oh yeah, certainly.
You know,
Certainly. So I'm wondering what people are what's on their agendas for today. What y'all doing today? What are we doing today?
oh,
Working?
let's go see Black Adam.
Okay. Not if it's still raining though. I don't feel like going out in the rain.
It's drizzling.
But people drive stupid.
Let me check the weather.
One of my little nieces is graduated last night or today. I'm so proud of her. We always think that our kids should go to college right out of high school. And sometimes that works out. A lot of times it doesn't, because maybe they're burnt out or maybe they're, not into higher education like that, we as parents, we try to set them up for success, but the one thing about it is that you can always go back, right? If you went to school right out of high school and it just wasn't, you had to drop out for whatever the reasons, the good thing is that you can really always go back. So you were talking about opportunities. You know, it's important for us to take advantage of every opportunity that we can.
Somebody
So
give me
my
your comment.
grandson is I just saw a picture of him in his Halloween costume, and I guess he's a rock star. So let me ask y'all about that.
Here we
You
go.
know, in today's climate, right? When I was young, we did trick or treat, and my mom has always reviewed the candy, intake, right? She's always done that because people have always been crazy. And there was a thing way back when they were putting like razor blades in like the apples. But do y'all even remember when you could actually get fruit
Yep.
uh, for Halloween? Like it wasn't nothing.
Hmm.
And homemade baked goods, like it
Yep.
was nothing.
Can't
And
do that
then
now.
when my kids were coming up, we didn't really do Halloween. We did the hallelujah parties because I wanted to make sure that my children were in a safe environment, right? So that's what we did. And I didn't want to celebrate, quote unquote, you know, what Halloween is supposed to stand for. I don't really get into all those paganistic holidays and stuff like that. But so watching my child, go through his parenting, with his kids is real interesting. So I was asking the question the other day, are y'all actually taking these kids trick or treating? Well, they don't do trick or treating. I guess they do like a neighborhood thing, I
Mhm.
suppose. So, but I'm just curious as to what people are doing in this environment, with their children as far as, like Halloween goes.
I
And
think a lot of people are not really, some people, I should say, not really getting into celebrating it. But I just saw on the news a news snippet that they're expecting X amount of dollars to be spent um, this weekend on costumes and, of course, candy. That's what it is for me. It's a big money make one of those money making holidays. So
yeah, like what's the other one? Sweetheart's Day. It's a Sweetheart's Day is different from Valentine's Day.
the candy industry came up with that one, huh? Candy and the flower, chocolate and the flower industry came up with that. We need more sales. I got it. Sweetheart's Day.
What do y'all think about if I say this name, I know people are gonna go in. The whole Kanye West saga.
Oh,
Oh, that's what it is, sweetest day.
sweetest. Because you're the sweetest, baby.
I'm sweet all the
I
time.
bet you the candy industry came up with that one, man. I mean, sweetest.
Sweetest day.
Yeah.
All these crazy holidays just to incite us to spend more money.
Hmm. I was trying not to talk about money, but a couple of people in my inbox asked me, "So what was the opportunity that came across your desk?" Um, it was dealing with a part of my insurance business that I'm already doing because I really don't want to talk about that on
Hmm.
Saturday. I
Hmm.
mean, shut down on Saturday, and specifically one of the insurance strategies that I'm already kind of um, up to speed on or proficient in, and it actually worked out because, well, yeah, that's what it was. I don't want to get into the details on that. If you want to get more information on that, guys, I'm also going to be starting. my Cash Flow Creators podcast on Mondays at 8 a.m. I'll talk about it then a little bit. No, I'm not being I'm not being secretive. This is a different forum, different format. So I don't want to talk about I
Right.
respectfully decline to talk about my business.
Yeah, this is coffee
Right.
chat. This
Yeah,
is coffee chat where we just talk about other stuff.
right, right.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
but it worked. I will say it's working extremely well. Talk about a situation of reciprocity. I have the knowledge they needed. They had some systems that I, kind of can take advantage of. So it was a beautiful thing. Anyway, let's get back to. We have put a couple of. Maybe we can't. Okay. So here's the new rule. The new rule, Bill Maher. We can't ask too much. Our questions can't be too deep on a Saturday morning.
I'm
uh,
sorry, babe. That's just the way my brain
I
works.
know. Uh, some people just getting their coffee right now, so
Mm, mm,
uh,
mm.
maybe we can't keep the questions too deep.
Well,
Now, so I've heard of the sweetest day. When is sweetest day? See, we do that kind of stuff every day, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't need no holiday to go, give some sweetest, you know, love, if you will. Good morning, Bishop
good
Michael Fisher
morning,
here.
Bishop. Hey,
I know,
Larry.
Larry. It's sweetest day. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, I'm kind of new on that one.
And Larry had a birthday recently, last week sometime. Happy
What?
belated birthday.
How old is he? 45?
I don't know, 32. I don't
Hold
know.
on, hold on. I got something for him. That boy going back in age. There you go.
That's it.
That's it. Well, you see, he going back in age. If he was going forward, he get more. He want to go backwards.
Oh man. So glad
Exactly,
to say it
Star. I
again,
like
babe.
Star. Star CJ is on my top list. Love
Mm,
should be
mm.
every day. She should have put day, ERR. Um,
I agree with you, Star. I
uh-huh.
agree. Um, I keep forgetting my doggone train of thought. The so
You shouldn't be
but
doing that. I made you your bulletproof coffee this morning.
you did.
So
Um, I was real excited, right? So y'all know that we've been in North Carolina for the past, it's nearly 3 years that we've been here. And nobody really comes to visit us. Okay. But that's something that has been consistent no matter where,
yeah, we're over that.
no matter where we live.
We're over
I
that.
have I have two nieces that have actually come to see me, and it's my niece that lives in Atlanta, and my other niece that lives in Indiana just came recently. And I tell you, they were only here for like a day.
Yeah, we had a good time.
We had a good time, and what makes it so much more meaningful to me is that I literally have not laid eyes on her in person, right? For shoot, man, since she was like 5 or 6 years old, and
I
she
didn't know
is,
that.
yeah, and she's like in her late 30s now. So it's been a long time, and we just had such a wonderful time for the short time that we had, with her and her family. Her children are very engaging, and they're foodies like we are.
Hmm.
It was just so fun. So I wanted to know what you guys, when you guys are, how often does your extended family visit, and some of the type of relationships that y'all have with your nieces or nephews. Mine, even in our family,
I would just
even my
ask.
even my young cousins, my second and third cousins, my first cousin's children, they all call me auntie. They call me auntie, and it's this, I love that because that's that level of respect that they have, and they even call Sam Uncle Sam. So I have a relationship with all of these people, and it's, every relationship is different, and it's really really special. So I do enjoy those times that we have, and anytime that, like, even if I'm in Louisiana, I'll call them up. Can we go on a date? And they like we have dates with these young people. it's it's a good way to stay connected and also know, what these young adults are going through,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of times kids won't talk to their parents for whatever the reasons are. Even mine, they won't talk to their parents for whatever the reasons are, and it's always good to be able to be that listening board, and to just let them say whatever it is that they need to say and give a different type of feedback on that. So I appreciate them, and I appreciate the relationship that I have with those people, my people.
Them peoples.
Them peoples, them peepers.
So, and kind of a segue from that, we made a decision. Well, finally got Janet on board with this one. We're going to start visiting people more. I mean, it's a given. People don't come visit us. That doesn't mean the people we care about and everything. We should just give up or whatever. So we're going to start visiting people. I'm gonna show up out there. I don't know if he's still on, but we're gonna pop in on Mark Breelove at Breelove Ranch. I'm bringing my fishing pole so I can fish at Lake Breelove, and I'm bringing my buckets so I can get some of his fruit in his fruit orchard. But because guys, this journey is short. So you want to, if there's someone you profess to care about and love, don't let the minor stuff prevent you from spending time and making memories with those people.
I tell you, Star, that's how it is for us too. We are we historically we have always been the ones that travel. We're actually traveling in a couple of weeks, to Orlando.
Yeah.
The It's like it's so different,
And then
right?
we're gonna go to Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to get as much in as we can. But I gotta tell y'all, I'm tired of being the person that travels. Because I've done it. I've done it. I've done it so much that my father used to say, my daughter Janet traveling all the way.
Bye.
That's how they say, all the way. Doesn't matter if it was a 20-minute drive or a 20-hour drive, it was always all the way. And I've always, it's always been a part of my life. I got to tell you, I'm tired now.
You Miller. If we had had a son, I would have named him after your dad.
I think that I was actually mad at my brother for naming, he had a child that passed away, that he named him Umela. I think that there should only be one.
Such a unique name, man.
I think it should only be one.
Well,
So,
we're gonna be going to Orlando. If you're in the
mhm.
area, let us know. We're gonna go to Roanoke, Virginia. If you're in the area, let us know. I really would like to do that train ride, Janet, to DC.
Oh, yes,
Uh,
absolutely.
if you're in the DC, what do they call it, the DMV area, let us know.
Hmm.
I need to go to Delaware. I know Delaware, but I got a new business partner up there. I would like to kind of meet face to face before we leave. There was someplace else, right? Or was that it?
Babe, I think that needs to be it, because we got to do all of this stuff and
It's an adventure.
move at the same time.
It's an
Check
adventure.
your text message, Sam.
It's an adventure. I don't have text messages on my phone. And that's another thing, guys. I took social media off my phone deliberately. I wanted some of my time back. Okay, because I'm not on there every day, but what we realize is you pick it up the minute you do that first scroll. What happens? Turn your volume up. The minute you do that first scroll, you wake up and it's 30 minutes. I mean, you look up and it's 30 minutes later. Now I needed every second of my time. because I got a lot of stuff going on. Started about 3 or 4 months ago in preparation for a huge 2023, and then this
Mhm.
other opportunity came along, so it was perfect time. Thanks, Star. See, Star got up and had her coffee. She ready. Her and Mark Brela.
Well, babe, you got an 11 o'clock in about 30. You know,
I
you got.
do. So you ready to wind it down?
I am. I got a lot of stuff to get prepared for. We're getting ready to. Somebody is a repairman is getting ready to come over here, and
Mm.
so I want to make sure that they're not interrupting uh our flow, and we're not interrupting theirs. I have a niece that lives in Rocky Mountain. She's been there for about, I think, I went to see her once. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Bishop. That's what we're
Yeah,
talking
and
about right there.
that's the other part to that, right? Is that, are we on the same page as far as our ideal is our ideologies, right? Because I understand what you're saying. There's a lot of things that I can't like be involved in, so to speak. And I'm very open-minded, but in my space, I have to have peace and order in my space. So, you know, I understand that.
I just draw the line when I'm all for doing your thing. Number one, especially if it's not hurting anyone else, and number two, don't try to force that on me if I'm not, it's not
Right.
my lifestyle or whatever. That's my
Hmm.
rules for that.
Absolutely.
Um, we have some comments coming in here. We got about 5 minutes. Thanks, Star. Is Star your friend, Janet?
I don't know. Star, are you my friend?
I mean, your Facebook friend, Star CJ.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Uh-huh.
Don't.
Yes, he's your friend because I know. I see. I know my Facebook friend. I know my social media family. Okay. Oh,
Clearly, the sinus medication is still
it's
affecting
still
me because I
effective.
can't
You
even
think
get
maybe the
my own
wine
thoughts
probably has
together.
something to do with that as well? Who
Hey,
took the wine? I look
Star.
over there, messing up my Friday.
I have to get my groove back, man. I have to get my groove back.
Messing up my Friday. Okay. Oh, you see that comment?
Wait,
Uh huh. So she is
wait, Star.
your family.
Are you a McGinnis or are you a Campbell Joyner? I got listen. Let me go to my social media
Yeah, now we're gonna do some
because I'm
investigating.
not on. I'm not on my social media.
Do some investigating.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Okay.
we're
All
going
right.
to.
Thank
Oh,
thank you. So we share a cousin. We share
okay.
families on different sides.
That's how
That's
y'all.
cool.
That's how y'all do in Louisiana.
She's not in Louisiana. CJ is in CJ. Star is in where is Star?
Michigan.
Yeah, just now I remember because you do paparazzi. I remember you now. She's in Texas.
What about in
So
Texas, Star?
what part
Where
of Texas?
Where in Texas?
Saginaw.
Which is
Okay.
outside of where? Dallas, Houston.
So Star is one of Uncle Sam's. She's related to Uncle Sam.
Yeah, Jan, I made the connection before you did
Whatever, babe.
because I know
The
your family.
DFW, Dallas Fort Worth. Yep, it's outside
DFW.
of Saginaw.
Okay, that was
That's so cool.
actually one of the areas on our list of moving to, but yeah, it kind of went out the window.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm so glad you joined in and chimed in, Star. Oh, that's cool. Uncle Sam was a mess. That guy was such a card. I loved him so much.
He and I had a common interest.
Goats.
Goats. Man. No, wait a minute. Speaking of goats, and
You,
and
him, and Mark
in
Breedlove.
remembrance of Uncle Sam,
No matter if he was indoors or outdoors, Uncle Sam always had on them Ray Charles glasses. Them he was he was a card. I loved him. I loved him a lot. Yeah.
yeah.
And speaking of which, we have to get down to Charlotte to see A Maddie, as
See, I
well.
knew it was another
Yeah.
place.
Mm-hmm.
So get your mind right. It's an adventure. It's a 90-day adventure. It's a night, and we need to start next weekend.
Atlanta is calling us back. No, Atlanta called you back.
Who are you talking to me?
He said, Larry, talk about Atlanta is calling y'all both back. No, Atlanta called you back.
See, I tried, Larry. I tried, man. I really tried. I tried until she got violent. That's where I draw the line.
Mm-mm.
She got
Mm-mm.
violent. I had to draw the line. Okay, Atlanta. Check. Let
Good
me
morning,
let me
Angel.
erase Atlanta completely off the list.
Yeah, Atlanta's not the spot. Good morning, Angel.
Hey, Angela.
Angel.
Angela.
Angel.
I don't know her as Angel. I know Angela Walker Scott. AWS.
Just Angel. Just Angel. So y'all like my shirt? Sassy since birth. Am I sassy, babe?
You weren't sassy last night. That's all I'm gonna say. But other than last night, yes.
You see, Chick ain't on here because she would have a lot to say about that.
New rule. New rule. No allergy medicine on Friday. Friday
I mean,
Friday
I was
evening is
over there.
reserved.
I had
I
nodded
don't. I
out.
don't.
Hey,
I
Donna.
don't. I don't mess up your plans and your
You
itineraries.
listen. You didn't tell me the plan. You didn't verbalize it. You didn't send no SOS. You didn't send me a text message.
It's always written in stone.
Thank you, Angel. Okay, go with the wife. She's always right.
See, where Hank at? Let me get some
Hank
backup
know.
up
Hank
here.
know the
Where
rules.
Hank at?
You know what we got to be. Angel, we
Star.
gonna have to get 25
Star.
years in
Talk
on
about
this.
knocked out Star. Okay, listen. Here's the play. Guys, I have long days, right? I'm literally going to bed some days at what, Janet? 9:30.
9 o'clock. 9
Every
o'clock.
time I do that, me and Big Man going to the bedroom, going to bed. She be laughing, hee-heeing at us. You going to bed so early? You're not even 60 yet, right? Last night, 8:30.
No, I was out at 6 because I was in the chair sleep. It was rough. It was rough for
I
me
don't know what you were
yesterday,
thinking,
y'all.
man.
It was
I
rough
don't
for
know.
me. I
I
was I
try to
was knocked
tell
out.
you
I was
all.
knocked out, and then I was sleep. I thought, listen, I was fighting it. You can't go to sleep this early. You got to stay woke because you're going to get up at like 2 in the morning. No, 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 no. I didn't get up until like 6:30.
Good morning, Donna.
6:30.
Okay, that's what I was
Um,
gonna say. So going forward, 9:30 is the time.
okay, that's
Okay.
cool. 9:30 is our time, and I'm sure that we'll probably go past the hour and a half, the hour time frame. It's just that you have some training to do. um
Yeah, I got a training.
it does hit different at our age, Angel, but I took some sinus medication yesterday evening, and it was supposed to be non-drowsy, but it put me to sleep.
It's all I try to tell you that for years. It's all drowsy. Sinus medication is all drowsy. Even the non-drowsy.
I mean, like knocked out. I was asleep. I don't even think Big Man came into the bedroom.
No, he
It
was
was
out
rough.
there with me.
It was rough.
I was
So,
somebody's comment I wanted to touch base on,
hmm
but I don't remember what it was. Before we get off here. Anyway, um, see, it just hit her.
no, Angel, no,
It
that was
just hit her.
one
Let me
time, Angel.
okay on that note.
That was one time. Sam goes to bed every day between
Yes,
9 and 9:30.
yes, because I
This was my
I
one
am using
time
all my
because I took
energy
sinus medicine.
to provide for my family, make sure we're comfortable, and you can do the things you need to do without any financial worry at all. I'm putting in 12 and 14-hour days. 12 and 14-hour days. I got to get my rest some kind of way.
I will say, yes, you get up early. You get up at about 4, something like that, and you go to bed at
Yep.
9.
Yep.
So, but that was a one-off for me, Angel. I had no idea. I had no ideal that no ideals. All right, guys.
We
So
got to get off here.
from here on out, we're going to be doing our coffee chat on Saturdays.
Let's
We
make it
really
9
wish you
a.m.
guys to at 9:30 a.m.
9 a.m.
Is it 9 a.m. or 9:30?
Let's do 9.
Okay, 9 a.m. We're going to be doing our coffee and chats on Saturdays. Put it in your calendar, and ciao for now.
Yeah, for now. Y'all have a great weekend and be safe.